Premier League Brentford vs Brighton Hove Albion prediction, team news, lineups preview. The Bees host the Seagulls in Wednesday's Premier League avian battle, as Brentford welcome Brighton Hove Albion to the Gtech Community Stadium. Thomas Frank's men salvaged a point off of Manchester United in a chaotic injury time period on Saturday, before Roberto De Zerbi's side fell to a 2-1 loss to new leaders Liverpool. Match preview. Despite having a ludicrous 85 touches in the Manchester United penalty area during Saturday's match, the third most on record in a Premier League fixture, Brentford were their own worst enemies in front of goal and fell behind deep into second-half injury time through Mason Mount's first goal for the Red Devils. However, just when it appeared that Frank's men would pay for all of their squandered opportunities, the hosts got back on level terms almost immediately through Christopher Ajer to steal a deserved point. Although the home faithful were left wondering how their side failed to accrue all three against a pitiful Man United outfit. Nevertheless, a point against the 20-time English champions is nothing to scoff at. And thanks to results elsewhere going Brentford's way, the Bees hold a 5-point advantage over the relegation zone in 15th place, still far from a comfortable cushion, though. By only managing to convert one of their 31 shots on Saturday night, the hosts' dismal winless run in the Premier League now stands at 7 matches, although there are green shoots of recovery rearing. The Bees have also stolen a point off Chelsea while coming agonizingly close to sharing the spoils with Arsenal too. Ajer's last gasp response also saw Brentford find the back of the net for the 5th Premier League game running and their 9th in a row in all tournaments at home. Although amid their devastating defensive injuries, the Bees have now conceded in 11 straight matches at the Gtech Community Stadium. In spite of their respective problems throughout 2023-24. Both Frank and his opposite number De Zerbi have been tipped to climb up the managerial ladder this summer, and the latter tested his mettle against one of his supposed admirers in Liverpool during Sunday's early kickoff. Ex-Arsenal man Danny Welbeck gave both Brighton and his old club the best kind of Easter gift with an early goal in front of the Kop, but like many before them, the Seagulls became the next victims of a Liverpool Anfield turnaround. As Luis Diaz and Mohamed Salah rendered the Englishman's opener inconsequential. Owing to Newcastle United's phenomenal beating of West Ham United the previous day, De Zerbi's men have fallen further adrift of the Europe-chasing pack, now residing in 9th spot, although they are only 2 points below the Hammers with a game in hand and boast a significantly superior goal difference. However, on the back of 2 morale-boosting home successes over Nottingham Forest and Roma prior to the international break, Brighton lost their 4th away game on the bounce on Liverpool's turf. And 6 of the Seagulls' last 7 on the road in all tournaments have now ended in defeat. De Zerbi's men lack a winning formula in London too. They have accrued just 2 points from 6 trips to the capital this term and lost 2-0 at the Gtech Community Stadium last season. Although December's Amex affair ended in a 2-1 triumph for the Seagulls thanks to a winning goal from local lad Jack Hinchelwood. Team news. Brentford's on-loan Tottenham Hotspur left-back Sergio Reguilón watched on helplessly on Saturday evening due to suspension. But the Spaniard has now served his ban and ought to be a straight swap for Keane Lewis Potter out wide. Christian Norgard back and Ethan Pinnock ankle are also pushing to be available for the visit of the Seagulls. But Kevin Shade groin, Aaron Hickey thigh, Rico Henry knee, Ben Mee ankle and Josh De Silva knee are still recuperating from their severe problems. Few changes should be on the cards after a thoroughly dominant display against Man United. But the fit-again Brian Buemo, who sustained his severe ankle injury against Brighton at the Amex in December, is an alternative option in the final third, as is former Seagull Neal Maupay. Brighton boss De Zerbi is also working around the absences of a handful of long-term victims, including Kaoru Mitoma back, Solly March knee, James Milner thigh and December's match winner Hinchelwood foot. And the quartet have now welcomed 2 new faces into the medical bay. Billy Gilmore sustained a knee injury while representing Scotland on international duty and is expected to be out for at least a month. While Julio Enciso also sat out the loss to Liverpool with a muscular problem, which will sideline him for a couple of weeks. One slice of good news for the visitors arrives in the shape of João Pedro's return to training from a thigh issue of his own. But there are still no guarantees that the Brazilian will be able to make his comeback on Wednesday. Brentford possible starting lineup: Flecken, Zanka, Collins, Ajur, Roerslev, Janelt, Jensen, Reguilon, Mbumo, Tony, Wissa. Brighton Hove Albion possible starting lineup: Verbruggen, Veltman, Dunk, Van Heck, Estupinan, Baliba, Gross, Adingra, Lalina. Faddy, Welbeck. We say, Brentford 1-1 Brighton Hove Albion. Both Brentford and Brighton did themselves proud against two titans of the English game over the Easter weekend, although Welbeck's opener is the only away goal that the Seagulls have managed in their last 4 road contests. However, faced with a Bees side, albeit an improving one, that cannot bolt the back door shut at their Gtech base, a solitary strike may be enough for De Zerbi's troops to depart with a point as the hosts' winless run continues. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.